Anytime Rush Limbaugh decides to talk about women, get your face palm ready.
Liberals want to make it a crime for men to ogle or otherwise look at or otherwise admire or otherwise dream about or otherwise fantasize about or otherwise look at and laugh, whatever, women. In the progressive future, men will not be able to look at women's bodies because that's a terrible thing to do, and science says so. Researchers have offered a definitive report into the science of the male, and this is in quotes, objectifying gaze. It's in a December 2013, G-A-Z-E. Can you imagine low and from, what does objectifying gaze have to do with women? It's G-A-Z-E. It means to look upon, for those of you in real into the gaze. Like you look at modern cars driving by your house. You're gazing at them as that happens. And it is said that men looking at women automatically objectifies them. Means puts them down. Means sees them as less than human beings. That men ogling women means that they are not seeing their brains. You remember when we used to laugh? We used to laugh and make jokes about the thought police, and here they are. And you're laughing in there, and I know it sounds funny, but these people are serious. Researchers have offered a definitive report into the science of the male objectifying gaze. It's in the December 2013 volume of Sex Roles, a Journal of Research, volume 69, kid you not, volume 69, issue 11-12, pages 557 to 570. Although objectification theory suggests that women frequently experience the objectifying gaze with many adverse consequences, there is scant research examining the nature and causes of the objectifying gaze for the perceivers. The main purpose of this work, the research, was to examine the objectifying gaze toward women via eye-tracking technology, according to the abstract of My Eyes Are Up Here, the nature of the objectifying gaze toward women. And it's written by Sarah Gervais, Ariane Holland, and they found a token guy, Michael Dodd. Consistent with our main hypothesis, we found that participants focused on women's chests and waists. This is how inane and inviolate they are of basic human nature. It's one of the biggest ways to understand liberal. They just despise human nature and try to alter it and change it and create it, because many of them just don't fit in with it in many ways. But there's a way around this, guys. You gotta have fun with this kind of stuff, as you know. So let me offer the first suggestion, the first way to deal with this that came into my mind. You find yourself staring, looking at, casually glancing at a woman. But you know that it's now socially taboo. You shouldn't be doing it. And you think everybody is noticing you doing it and condemning you in their mind. You shouldn't be doing this. You walk up to the woman and say, would you please ask your breasts to stop staring at my eyes?
Oh, boy. What are you going to do? I don't think Rush Limbaugh understands who he is. Like, remember when he did the whole thing with Rachel Jontel, Trayvon's friend, and she had made the point to Piers Morgan that, look, the kind-natured white people, if, they're friendly with black people and they're part of this group or this culture, of course, they could say N-I-G-G-A if it's in an endearing way. And Rush Limbaugh went on the show, so I could say nigga now, because it ends with an N-A and not an E-R, right? I could say it, right? Rush, do you have zero self-awareness? And here he is, like, talking about women, like, yeah, your breasts, stop your breasts staring at my eyes. Do I sound creepy and pervy enough? But see, to him, like, this is gold. This material is gold. It's like semi-comedy, semi-serious commentary in his mind, where he's got, like, 76-year-old white men who are scared of minorities on the other end of the radio, listening and going, that Russian boob's eyes, get it? Because the boobs don't have eyes, but your eyes are eyes, and you look at them, they're not looking at you. High-minded, brilliant satire again from Rush Limbaugh. No, it's not high-minded, it's not brilliant, you're just awkward, you're just creepy, you're just offensive, you're just rather sexist. This isn't, the only evidence that points to that. The Sandra Fluke incident, calling her a slut simply because she wanted birth control and took birth control. The fact that he's against equal pay for equal work. right? I mean, I can go on and on in very substantive ways. He's anti-woman, he's sexist. But let's go through some of his claims there. So first of all, apparently liberals want to make it a crime to look at women. I didn't know, I wasn't given the memo. And that's surprising because according to a lot of conservatives, I'm the leader, I'm like a sergeant in the progressive movement. So shouldn't I have gotten a memo? Who was supposed to send it to me? The new Black Panthers? Or was it Michael Moore this time? I forgot. Or George Soros, right? Soros sends out the memos about women and all the new sex crimes we're coming up with. Rush, let me key you in, pal. There is not a single bill that has ever been proposed in the history of the United States of America, whether at a local government or a state government or the federal government, that has ever regulated where you look. Okay, completely and utterly made it up. But see, this is why I would love the opportunity just to get like 5 minutes to talk to Rush Limbaugh. On air, too, because I want everybody to see how stupid he is when somebody finally pushes back on him a little bit. And I just ask him, oh, really? Liberals want to make it a crime to look at women? What bill is that? Crickets. H.R. 462? Who proposed it? Was it Alan Grayson who proposed it last Tuesday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon? But see, he just makes shit up. He's totally making it up. And of course, he's quoting the Daily Caller, which, I don't know about you guys, but the toilet paper in my bathroom after it's used has more credibility than the Daily Caller. And look, he's trying to imply also that liberals are anti-sex, which is so ironic because, of course, it is conservatives who are anti-sex. That's not my opinion. I'm talking about their literal policies. They're always, no, never have premarital sex. They preach it. They preach abstinence, which is totally counter to human nature. Which is another point. He goes, oh, these liberals, they don't, they're anti-human nature. They don't understand human nature. Really? Says the crowd who tells horny teenagers to never have sex, and says the crowd that argues that Wall Street can regulate itself. Yeah, it's us that don't get human nature. It's not you. It's liberals and progressives who are in favor of condoms, easy availability, easy access to condoms, the pill. And of course, all the states that have implemented our policies, they have lower rates of teen pregnancy, lower rates of STD, all around successes in that regard. But no, he's denying all the evidence that our ideas work, and he's trying to imply that we are anti-sex, when of course it is them who are in your face about being anti-sex. The whole Sandra Fluke incident was about how Rush Limbaugh is anti-sex.